1번. 밑줄 친 put the glass down이 다음 글에서 의미하는 바로 가장 적절한 것은? 3점.
A psychology professor raised a glass of water while teaching stress management principles to her students and asked them, "How heavy is this glass of water I'm holding?" Students shouted out various answers. The professor replied, "The absolute weight of this glass doesn't matter. It depends on how long I hold it. If I hold it for a minute, it's quite light. But if I hold it for a day straight, it will cause severe pain in my arm, forcing me to drop the glass to the floor. In each case, the weight of the glass is the same. But the longer I hold it, the heavier it feels to me." As the class nodded their heads in agreement, she continued, "Your stresses in life are like this glass of water. If you still feel the weight of yesterday's stress, it's a strong sign that it's time to put the glass down. 1. Pour more water into the glass. 2. Set a plan not to make mistakes. 3. Let go of the stress in your mind. 4. Think about the cause of your stress. 5. Learn to accept the opinions of others." The answer is 3. Let go of the stress in your mind.
2번. 밑줄 친 translate it from the past tense to the future tense가 다음 글에서 의미하는 바로 가장 적절한 것은? 3점.
Get past the "I wish I hadn't done that" reaction. If the disappointment you're feeling is linked to an exam, you didn't pass because you didn't study for it, or a job you didn't get because you said silly things at the interview, or a person you didn't impress because you took entirely the wrong approach, accept that it's happened now. The only value of "I wish I hadn't done that" is that you'll know better what to do next time. The learning payoff is useful and significant. This "if only I" agenda is virtual. Once you have worked that out, it's time to translate it from the past tense to the future tense, next time. I'm in this situation, I'm going to try to. 1. Look for a job linked to your interest. 2. Get over regrets and plan for next time. 3. Surround yourself with supportive people. 4. Study grammar and write clear sentences. 5. Examine your way of speaking and apologize. The answers is 2. Get over regrets and plan for next time.
3번. 밑줄 친 fire a customer가 다음 글에서 의미하는 바로 가장 적절한 것은?
Is the customer always right? When customers return a broken product to a famous company, which makes kitchen and bathroom fixtures, the company nearly always offers a replacement to maintain good customer relations. Still, there are times you've got to say, "No," explains the warranty expert of the company. Such as when a product is undamaged or has been abused. Entrepreneur Lauren Thorpe, who owns an e-commerce company, says, while the customer is always right, sometimes you just have to fire a customer. When Thorpe has tried everything to resolve a complaint and realizes that the customer will be dissatisfied, no matter what, she returns her attention to the rest of her customers, who she says are the reason for my success. 1. Deal with a customer's emergency. 2. Delete a customer's purchasing record. 3. Reject a customer's unreasonable demand. 4. Uncover the hidden intention of a customer. 5. Rely on the power of an influential customer. The answer is 3. Reject a customer's unreasonable demand.
4번. 밑줄 친 rise to the bait가 다음 글에서 의미하는 바로 가장 적절한 것은? 3점.
We all know that tempers are one of the first things lost in many arguments. It's easy to say one should keep cool, but how do you do it? The point to remember is that sometimes in arguments the other person is trying to get you to be angry. They may be saying things that are intentionally designed to annoy you. They know that if they get you to lose your cool, you'll say something that sounds foolish, you'll simply get angry, and then it will be impossible for you to win the argument. So don't fall for it. A remark may be made to cause your anger, but responding with a cool answer that focuses on the issue raised is likely to be most effective. Indeed, any attentive listener will admire the fact that you didn't rise to the bait. 1. Stay calm. 2. Blame yourself. 3. Lose your temper. 4. Listen to the audience. 5. Apologize for your behavior. The answer is 3. Lose your temper.
5번. 밑줄 친 information blind가 다음 글에서 의미하는 바로 가장 적절한 것은? 3점.
Technology has doubtful advantages. We must balance too much information versus using only the right information, and keeping the decision-making process simple. The internet has made so much free information available on any issue that we think we have to consider all of it in order to make a decision. So we keep searching for answers on the internet. This makes us information blinded, like deer in headlights, when trying to make personal, business, or other decisions. To be successful in anything today, we have to keep in mind that in the land of the blind, a one-eyed person can accomplish the seemingly impossible. The one-eyed person understands the power of keeping any analysis simple, and will be the decision-maker when he uses his one eye of intuition. 1. Unwilling to accept others' ideas. 2. Unable to access free information. 3. Unable to make decisions due to too much information. 4. Indifferent to the lack of available information. 5. Willing to take risks in decision-making. The answer is 3. Unable to make decisions due to too much information.
6번. 밑줄 치는 slap in our own face가 다음 글에서 의미하는 바로 가장 적절한 것은? 3점.
When it comes to climate change, many blame the fossil fuel industry for pumping greenhouse gases, the agricultural sector for burning rainforests, or the fashion industry for producing excessive clothes. But wait, what drives these industrial activities? Our consumption. Climate change is a summed product of each person's behavior. For example, the fossil fuel industry is a popular scapegoat in the climate crisis. But why do they drill and burn fossil fuels? We provide them strong financial incentives. Some people regularly travel on airplanes and cars that burn fossil fuels. Some people waste electricity generated by burning fuel in power plants. Some people use and throw away plastic products derived from crude oil every day. Blaming the fossil fuel industry while engaging in these behaviors is a slap in our own face. 1. Giving the future generation room for change. 2. Warning ourselves about the lack of natural resources. 3. Refusing to admit the benefits of fossil fuel production. 4. Failing to recognize our responsibility for climate change. 5. Starting to deal with environmental problems individually. The answer is 4. Failing to recognize our responsibility for climate change.
7번. 밑줄 친 leave those activities to the rest of the sheep이 다음 글에서 의미하는 바로 가장 적절한 것은? 3점.
A job search is not a passive task. When you are searching, you are not browsing, nor are you just looking. Browsing is not an effective way to reach a goal you claim to want to reach. If you are acting with purpose, if you are serious about anything you chose to do, then you need to be direct, focused, and whenever possible, clever. Everyone else searching for a job has the same goal, competing for the same jobs. You must do more than the rest of the herd. Regardless of how long it may take you to find and get the job you want, being proactive will logically get you results faster than if you rely only on browsing online job boards and emailing an occasional resume. Leave those activities to the rest of the sheep. 1. Try to understand other job seekers' feelings. 2. Keep calm and stick to your present position. 3. Don't be scared of the job-seeking competition. 4. Send occasional emails to your future employers. 5. Be more active to stand out from other job seekers. The answer is 5. Be more active to stand out from other job seekers.
8번. 밑줄 친 want to use a hammer가 다음 글에서 의미하는 바로 가장 적절한 것은? 3점.
We have a tendency to interpret events selectively. If we want things to be this way or that way, we can most certainly select, stack, or arrange evidence in a way that supports such a viewpoint. Selective perception is based on what seems to us to stand out. However, what seems to us to be standing out may very well be related to our goals, interests, expectations, past experiences, or current demands of the situation. With a hammer in hand, everything looks like a nail. This quote highlights the phenomenon of selective perception. If we want to use a hammer, then the world around us may begin to look as though it is full of nails. 1. Are unwilling to stand out. 2. Make our effort meaningless. 3. Intend to do something in a certain way. 4. Hope others have a viewpoint similar to ours. 5. Have a way of thinking that is accepted by others. The answer is 3. Intend to do something in a certain way.
9번. 밑줄 친 popped out of the box가 다음 글에서 의미하는 바로 가장 적절한 것은?
With the internet, everything changed. Product problems, overpromises, the lack of customer support, differential pricing. All of the issues that customers actually experienced from a marketing organization suddenly popped out of the box. No longer were there any controlled communications or even business systems. Consumers could generally learn through the web whatever they wanted to know about a company, its products, its competitors, its distribution systems, and, most of all, its truthfulness when talking about its products and services. Just as important, the internet opened up a forum for customers to compare products, experiences, and values with other customers easily and quickly. Now the customer had a way to talk back to the marketer, and to do so through public forums instantly. 1. Could not be kept secret anymore. 2. Might disappear from public attention. 3. Were no longer available to marketers. 4. Became too complicated to understand. 5. Began to improve companies' reputations. The answer is 1. Could not be kept secret anymore.
10번. 밑줄 친 matter out of place가 다음 그래서 의미하는 바로 가장 적절한 것은
Nothing is trash by nature. Anthropologist Mary Douglas brings back and analyzes the common saying that dirt is matter out of place. Dirt is relative, she emphasizes. Shoes are not dirty in themselves, but it is dirty to place them on. The dining table food is not dirty in itself, but it is dirty to leave pots and pans in the bedroom, or food all over clothing similarly. Bathroom items in the living room, clothing lying on chairs, outdoor things placed indoors, upstairs things downstairs, and so on. Sorting the dirty from the clean, removing the shoes from the table, putting the dirty clothing in the washing machine, involves systematic ordering and classifying. Eliminating dirt is thus a positive process. 1. Something that is completely broken. 2. A tiny dust that nobody notices. 3. A dirty but renewable material. 4. What can be easily replaced. 5. A thing that is not in order. The answer is 5. A thing that is not in order.
11번. 밑줄 친 by reading a body language dictionary가 다음 글에서 의미하는 바로 가장 적절한 것은 3점.
Authentic, effective body language is more than the sum of individual signals. When people work from this rote memory, dictionary approach, they stop seeing the bigger picture, all the diverse aspects of social perception. Instead, they see a person with crossed arms and think, reserved, angry. They see a smile and think, happy. They use a firm handshake to show other people who is boss. Trying to use body language by reading a body language dictionary is like trying to speak French by reading a French dictionary. Things tend to fall apart in an inauthentic mess. Your actions seem robotic. Your body language signals are disconnected from one another. You end up confusing the very people you're trying to attract, because your body language just rings false. 1. By learning body language within social context. 2. By comparing body language and French. 3. With a body language expert's help. 4. Without understanding the social aspects. 5. In a way people learn their native language. The answer is 4. Without understanding the social aspects.
12번. 밑줄 친 challenge this sacred cow가 다음 그래서 의미하는 바로 가장 적절한 것은 3점. Our language helps to reveal our deeper assumptions. Think of these revealing phrases when we accomplish something important. We say it took blood, sweat, and tears. We say important achievements are hard-earned. We recommend a hard day's work when day's work would be enough. When we talk of easy money, we are implying it was obtained through illegal or questionable means. We use the phrase "that's easy for you" to say as a criticism. Usually when we are seeking to invalidate someone's opinion, it's like we all automatically accept that the right way is inevitably the harder one. In my experience, this is hardly ever questioned. What would happen if you do challenge this sacred cow? We don't even pause to consider that something important and valuable could be made easy. What if the biggest thing keeping us from doing what matters is the false assumption that it has to take huge effort?
1. Resist the tendency to avoid any hardship. 2. Escape from the pressure of using formal language. 3. Doubt the solid belief that only hard work is worthy. 4. Abandon the old notion that money always comes first. 5. Break the superstition that holy animals bring good luck. The answer is 3. Doubt the solid belief that only hard work is worthy.
13번. 밑줄 친 the divorce of the hands from the head가 다음 글에서 의미하는 바로 가장 적절한 것은? 3점.
If we adopt technology, we need to pay its costs. Thousands of traditional livelihoods have been pushed aside by progress, and the lifestyles around those jobs removed. Hundreds of millions of humans today work at jobs they hate, producing things they have no love for. Sometimes these jobs cause physical pain, disability, or chronic disease. Technology creates many new jobs that are certainly dangerous. At the same time, mass education and media train humans to avoid low-tech physical work, to seek jobs working in the digital world. The divorce of the hands from the head puts a stress on the human mind. Indeed, the sedentary nature of the best-paying jobs is a health risk for body and mind. 1. Ignorance of modern technology. 2. Endless competition in the labor market. 3. Not getting along well with our coworkers. 4. Working without any realistic goals for our career. 5. Our increasing use of high technology in the workplace. The answer is 5. Our increasing use of high technology in the workplace.
14번. 밑줄 친 become unpaid ambassadors가 다음 글에서 의미하는 바로 가장 적절한 것은?
Why do you care how a customer reacts to a purchase? Good question. By understanding post-purchase behavior, you can understand the influence and the likelihood of whether a buyer will repurchase the product, and whether she will keep it or return it. You'll also determine whether the buyer will encourage others to purchase the product from you. Satisfied customers can become unpaid ambassadors for your business. So customer satisfaction should be on the top of your to-do list. People tend to believe the opinions of people they know. People trust friends over advertisements any day. They know that advertisements are paid to tell the good side, and that they're used to persuade them to purchase products and services. By continually monitoring your customers' satisfaction after the sale, you have the ability to avoid negative word-of-mouth advertising. 1. Recommend products to others for no gain. 2. Offer manufacturers feedback on products. 3. Become people who don't trust others' words. 4. Get rewards for advertising products overseas. 5. Buy products without worrying about the price. The answer is 1. Recommend products to others for no gain.
15번. 밑줄 친 fall silently in the woods가 다음 글에서 의미하는 바로 가장 적절한 것은? 3점.
Most people have no doubt heard this question if a tree falls in the forest, and there is no one there to hear it fall. Does it make a sound? The correct answer is no. Sound is more than pressure waves. And indeed there can be no sound without a hearer. And similarly, scientific communication is a two-way process. Just as a signal of any kind is useless unless it is perceived, a published scientific paper signal is useless unless it is both received and understood by its intended audience. Thus we can restate the axiom of science as follows: a scientific experiment is not complete until the results have been published and understood. Publication is no more than pressure waves unless the published paper is understood. Too many scientific papers fall silently in the woods.